my dear Capricorn. This is a love reading, a prediction for the month of July with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. And I hope you like the new Cancer display to honor Cancer's birthday month. As an extended member to this channel, you will get these readings ahead of time and with no ads. And there's all signs reading up. The message I don't want to hear but needs to hear for the full members to this channel. And the steps to move myself into a loving relationship is up for all the members, where we reveal what message that come true from the divine. Subscribe and then check out the many perks through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. And I can recommend that you rewatch the previous love reading for June to get a context, and this is the prediction for July. I will start reading your cards, and I use the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. When I open your deck, I see the Moon, the Ace of Swords, and the Page of Wands. Seems like someone is very nervous. They have some kind of news of sorts, but they are anxious about this. They're anxious about sharing these news. They don't know maybe how you are going to react to this news or their message. I call the divine with love and light. Three of Wands indicate that they want some kind of future with you, or negotiate a future, or negotiate an issue in your relationship, how to deal with this issue in the future. They might also want to invite you to some type of adventure. That's a possibility with the Page of Wands and Three of Wands. And this Ace of Swords. It's like bringing news, bringing clarity to a situation, or bringing something up. So to communicate something so that also you can hear it or understand it. So I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world. And here we have the 10 of Cups together with the 3 of Wands. So it seems like they want to tell you that they love you. So that wasn't the, maybe it's a big news for them, okay. But it feels like you should have already known this, but okay. I call the 6 elements, and we have the 4 of Swords. So it's a possibility that they will chicken out in the end, and then you will never know that they felt like this for you. But we'll see. We go to the readings, the main reading soon, and then we will know more. So I call the 6 elements, earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Capricorn viewers. So I want my dear Capricorn to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. Okay. So now I will tune in for a few seconds to you, the person most on your mind, and your relationship in July. Okay. So this is the new bottom of the deck, and it's the Temperance card. So negotiation, compromise, trying to overwin our different personalities and baking us together. It's also strong attraction. We feel strong attraction to the person that carries our spiritual lesson, or they carry our shadow that will trigger us to no end. So it can be strong attraction with this. It's Sagittarius energy, as is some of the cards that we got earlier. So it shows an arrow. This is the old bottom of the deck, and it's the Emperor. So they might have had a more cold exterior, or tried to do the more logic, sane thing, and not becoming the fool and going overboard. But it seems like they have been kind, but maybe frustrating, diplomatic, and not really revealed what they carried inside. So it's like trying to be adult, trying to not be giddy, trying to not laugh, trying to not have hope, things like this. Okay. This is what's on your mind with the person most on your mind. And this is your relationship or the situation in your relationship. And this is what's on their mind with you. Your feelings, the bond between you two, their feelings, and this is your behaviors and attitudes, the outcome for July, and their behaviors and attitudes. So we start with the situation here, and we have death. So death is 13, 1 plus 3 is 4. We also have the 4 of swords, which is a death scene or a funeral scene. So it's very possible that there's some kind of silent retreat going on in your relationship, or maybe someone is doing silent treatment, or there might even have been some ghosting going on. Hanged man. So it's very possible that you were the one ghosting or doing the silent treatment to begin with. Maybe they did something that you have a hard time forgiving. But this what's on your mind by the other person. So might be you waiting for them as well. But 12, 13, it's like you're trying to accept a loss or trying to accept that they are gone. And they aren't gone. We can see this. This is what's on their mind. Knight of Swords. So you are saying, oh, okay, so it's over with your white horse. And here they're coming with their white horse and saying, no, that's not over. I don't want this to be over. When maybe finally you started to accept or the sacrifice of this relationship or this situation. So this is the bond between you two. And we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is sitting on a black horse, kind of mimicking death here. I think people in this relationship have tried their best, but due to them having a shadow aspect, like unknown feelings, we get triggered, and then we don't know why we get triggered, and we behave in certain ways when we are triggered, and we don't know why we behaved in that way, because it was self-destructive, it might have been unpolite or cruel towards the other person, or even like cruel to ourselves. But because we don't know our emotions, we don't know what we want or why we are feeling in certain ways. So this is also about the Ace of Swords, might be about trying to communicate and clarify what we are really truly feeling and what we are really truly needing and wanting from the other person and from the relationship. So to take that to the negotiation table and run it through and see if you can come up with some kind of solution where both people will get their needs met. So the Knight of Pentacles is very loyal and steady. It's just that they don't know. I don't know. Do you love me? I don't know. They're not going anywhere, but they don't know. So, because they haven't really put their seed to the ground and start to develop themselves. So, they don't know. This is your feelings, and it's 9 of Pentacles. And it's kind of like, since they don't know, you take care of yourself. If they don't know if they love you, you love yourself. So you're trying to be more self-sufficient so that you can let them go here. So you're trying to, see the reality of things, accept the reality, accept the steps that you need to take when you're dealing with reality. So for example, if this person isn't so engaged in the relationship, then you need to take a hint and move on. So it definitely seems like this is what you're trying to do. And then we have this, their feelings, 8 of Cups. It's very contradictory because here we see them walking away, yes, but we see that's on their mind, they are coming back. The 8 of Cups, it's a very unstable card. It's when we stomp off after a quarrel, but then we regret and we start to miss the person because all the values here with this relationship, all the 8 of Cups, makes us come back like a boomerang. So I don't do reversals, but it's very likely in this deck here with this reading. So it's very likely that this would have been in the reverse to clarify the situation a little bit more. Their feelings, Wheel of Fortune. what they seem a little bit desperate about is that they have a certain pattern in their life with their relationship, and possibly there's a certain pattern in the relationship together with you that like it repeats itself over and over. You have tried to put an end to it by saying kind of, okay, so I see your point, I will move on without you. But I don't think this person is entirely ready to do that. They are probably, you were more into the relationship before, and now when you're not as engaged, they are getting nervous because maybe you saved the relationship before, but if you don't save it, no one will save it. So it's possible that this will be like a revolution. What was up will be down, what was down will be up. So that this person now needs to fix the relationship or need to make things happen. I'm noticing the halo here, the pentacles there, the moon there. There's some kind of subconscious communication going on between you two. As you're shifting balance, you're leaving space for the other person to take new steps in this dance. So you're probably inviting them to take more responsibility in the relationship. And it's possible that they are thinking of actually doing that. But it's very uncertain. The Wheel of Fortune, it can be, you roll your dice, you don't know the outcome. But it's definitely with the 8 and the Wheel of Fortune here, there's an ongoing pattern that you're struggling with in this relationship. The pattern can be, for example, that this person refused to show vulnerability, and you don't want to be vulnerable if the other person isn't vulnerable. Before, you were codependent to this person and showed even more vulnerability. I'm sorry for my rooster. His name is Ariman. He's very beautiful, but sometimes a little bit loud, as I imagine this person can be. So this is your behaviors and attitudes. 7 of Wands, that's upping the game. It's like you're saying no, you don't want another chance. So even if this person comes back, you will say no to them. This is their behaviors and attitudes. They are still in this with you, even if they are not, they have kind of the shoulder turned towards you and the face turned away. This shows me that even if you are on your way out, they are still in. So even if they couldn't communicate their feelings, what they wanted or what they wanted out of the future with you, it's like they also can't let you go. They're going to be stuck here in this, the thoughts of you and how the solution could be for a very long time. And here we have suddenly the Knight of Cups. So it doesn't seem like you are the Knight of Cups, even if the energy is going here. White horse, black horse, white horse. So see. Clarification. The Fool. Fool definitely feels like they will come and offer you something. 2 of Cups. Will you say yes? Doesn't seem like that with the 7 of Wands. 6 of Wands. Yeah, if you can have the victory, if they will come and beg on their bare knees, then maybe. But then they really have to crawl. So should you say yes? 10 of Wands. Putting down a burden. So for me, it seems as the divine has tried to persuade you to see the reality for a long time and probably just drop this hot potato and, let it go. But maybe you still have a hard time like really deciding on moving on. So what's the advice in this situation? Someone is trying to make you aware of something anyhow. So what's the advice? Oh, Phoenix in the reversed. Resurrection, surrender to change. Okay, I'll read this for you. So, and the Phoenix came as a challenger in the reversed. When the Phoenix challenges you, it's really just a gentle reminder to let go and let what doesn't work fall away. Maybe you're not allowing things to change because you're more comfortable with the familiar, even if you know that it's not the best you could create for yourself. Fear of change is a crippling experience as it works against nature itself. The task at hand is to allow for an ending, as it's timely and right that you do so for the highest good of all. In surrendering to the fundamental purposeful change, you will most definitely find yourself in better circumstances. The action needed is allowing, a rebirth is assured. So this candy, of course, you want to have it, you want to eat it, and you want this person to crawl and you know, want like tell you all the things that you have longed to hear. But the divine says that this has been an ongoing process in your life, and that you need to say no to people like this, that's not honoring you and not being careful with the relationship, not honoring the relationship. It seems as if they have been kind of like a flat line when it comes to you, and not really showing all the emotions, all the support that they could have offered you if they really cared. And if they are offering you something here, it's mostly because they want to feel secure themselves. It's not because they want to, you know, be kind towards you. So from a divine point of view, put down this burden. It's not making you happy. And if you say no to the things you don't want, like a certain behavior from a certain person, you open up to, so the universe can send you what you do want. And saying no to what you don't want is a very clear signal. It doesn't mean that it has to be over forever, but it seems as if you should say no to this person at this time. It doesn't matter how much you want their candy here, because it will, you can't see it now, but in the future it will give you more of this what you want. If you accept it now, it will just be another round of something that will feel like a burden for you. But that's the advice. If you want to accept, of course you can accept, but with your behaviors and attitudes, it seems like you will say no, and that makes me comfortable. I feel like this person has potential, but I feel like they need to stew a little bit longer, because this seems like a hasty decision with this Knight of Swords here, and the Wheel of Fortune and the Fool. So it doesn't seem like they have really thought this over, and it's very likely that you will have the same old, same old. It doesn't, how much this person promised to improve, they haven't done the work necessary to be able to do this kind of change. Okay. So I would urge you to watch the reading, What Do They Want to Happen Between You, and the love reading for June to learn more about this relationship and about this situation. And if you want to see new and exclusive readings from me and watch the channel normal reading in advance and ads free, you can become an extended member to the channel. I'm also doing spiritual growth readings for all the members to the channel every week, and personal questions readings for elements readings and all signs readings for the full members. Subscribe and then check out the different levels through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. Thank you for watching this far. Remember to like, share and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get a heads up when a new video is out. Take really good care until next time. Stay awake, stay healthy, stay blessed, and bye for now.